It's September 1st and the season opener here in the Edmonton bow zone. And just like it starts every year, it's hot, about 26 degrees. It's smoky out. And I'm walking in and I'm checking a couple of my cameras on the way in. I've had trail cameras out all summer. I know what's in the area. I know what paths they're taking. I've practiced my shooting, and everything I've done and worked for in the off season comes together now. I'm feeling confident, but I'm feeling unsure. The self-doubt, although I'm excited for this season to start, I'm worried, have I done enough? Do I know enough? Am I good enough not to mess it up when that critical time comes? And I don't know. It's the 2025 season, and it starts now, right here on DOA Dorward Outdoor Adventures. I'm set up and I'm in place, and I've just had a chance to review some of the trail camera cards that I pulled on my way out here. And Bo Tang still makes his way around. And I put up another camera in another corner of a field, and he's using that trail as well. But over the last week or so, he's been coming out a little bit later and later and just after dark. But there has been a couple times where he's still coming out about 15 minutes before legal light. So I'm hoping he makes a mistake tonight. Well, it's just after legal light, and I'm walking out. A great first day. A couple hundred yards away, two does start running across the field. And I don't know why, and at the same time I see a doe that's coming out about 30 yards from me, and she sees the other two running, and she books it back in to the bushes. About 20 minutes later, a nice whitetail comes out in full velvet, and I had a couple different shot opportunities to let an arrow fly at 30 yards, and I don't have a full velvet whitetail, and I passed, because in order for me to get on Bo Tang, I'm gonna have to let some other nice deer pass without taking a shot. Feels good to be back out here. The season is underway. And hopefully, this year is my year. It's October 5th today, and the moose haven't been cooperating, but I've been checking out my cameras, and there's scrapes showing up from the whitetails. And whitetails are moving, mostly after dark. But there's a herd of mule deer that's sticking around this area, and they were here today a couple hours ago. And there's one medium-sized buck in that group. So I'm sitting in my deer stand, the communication station that I set up last year, and I'm going to hope for something. The moose are still in the area. Deer are traveling through. It's cold. It was -6 this morning, and it's about 5-6 degrees right now with a couple hours before dark. So let's hope something passes by my tree stand tonight. So it's 20 minutes after legal light, and I've done a couple grunts and a couple rattling sequences and a couple bleats, and I haven't seen anything. I'm watching the field and the bushes behind me because the wind's coming this way, and as soon as I turned around, I saw a buck walking along the tree line, probably at about, I ranged it at 113 yards before legal light, and he was creeping along the tree line. So I grabbed my rifle, I zoomed in my scope. He's a nice buck. He stopped, he noticed me, but he stayed there. He gave me some time to think, and I thought, let's take a shot. So I fired off a shot. I saw him kick over the hill a little bit. I'm going to give him a couple minutes here. I'm not sure exactly if I hit him or not. I'm really hoping I did. But we'll give it a couple minutes and we'll walk up and see if we find any blood. So I've walked around a bit and I can't find a speck of blood. I saw the hill that he went over. I walked around there and there's tracks and there's a scrape line, but unfortunately no blood. And I didn't hear that slap, that smack sound after I shot. So I'm going to keep searching the area a bit, but right now it doesn't look good. It's Remembrance Day, and it's our annual hunt that we do together each and every year. And although we normally see animals on this day, I've never shot something with Shanez here with me. So I'm really hoping that today is that day and she gets to experience this whole hunting thing full circle. Relatively slow morning with one exciting part. After a little bit of a grunting and rattling sequence, had a buck come over the hill, running right towards the decoy, and he got to about 50 yards and he noticed that something wasn't right with the decoy. He didn't notice us and he started turning away, and I thought he was going to come down one of my shooting lanes here, but before he got there he kind of sprang into action and headed towards the trees. So we saw something. I didn't get a shot at it, but always exciting and always fun to spend time outdoors with the one you love. I just shot a buck, and I didn't have a chance to turn any cameras on. He came out, and he was like 7 yards away from me, but I got to full draw. It's high, and it's forward. And he walked across the field. He went into the trees. I don't know if I'm going to find this guy. It's the morning after, and I've had lots of time to think about what happened last night. And when that buck stepped out, he was at 7 yards and behind not very many trees, and I'm on the ground. I'm still hunting from the ground on these whitetails, and I didn't have a chance to turn on any cameras. He was so close, I'm sure he could hear me breathing. I was able to pick my bow up off the ground, get it in front of my face. He put his head down to do some scraping on the ground. And when he was doing that, I got back to full draw. And he took another step out, and all I was seeing was his face and his antlers. And then he started walking. And with my window, my shooting window at 7 yards, when it's that close, it doesn't give you a lot of time. So he walked through, I put the pin on as soon as I could, hit my release, shot went in, and it's high and just a slight touch forward. So I used my 20-yard pin. It was at 7 yards, so it's going to be a little bit high, but it shouldn't be that much. Again, that close. All I'm seeing is gray through my peep sight, and I have half a second to make that shot. So I must have double-clicked the record button on my camera because I recorded him walking about 200 yards across a field to get in to the wooded area where he went to bed down. But I must have double-clicked that record button. I got the last 10 seconds of him going into the bush. I know which trail he's going down, so the feelings I'm feeling this morning are almost fear. I'm nervous of what I'll find. I'm scared of what I'll find, whether that's being eaten by coyotes, whether that's not finding anything at all. So I'm about to hop in the truck, make my way out there, and I'll take you along with me. Here's hoping for some good luck today. So I'm combing the field edge where I saw him go in and couldn't find blood at first, and walked a couple of the main trails that go down in there, didn't find anything, came back to the field edge to try find blood, so I know exactly where he went in. And it's not much, it's just a little couple specks, but I'm on to first blood. I'm back at the truck and just taking a little bit of a break to grab a water and have a little bite to eat. And we've been on blood for 2.5 hours. And it's not much. There's some that you see that's rubbed against a tree and some on the ground. And in the shade there's snow spots, which makes it easy. And then it gets to dirt and leaves, and it kind of came up to a corner of the woods where it opens up to a pretty big field. And with the little amount of blood that is there, you can't track it on the stubble. There's just not enough. So we followed some trails in the direction, walked the field edge just to see if maybe luck was on our side, but it doesn't look like it is. And now that fear that I had of not finding it, not finding anything, not knowing how it ends is kind of gut-wrenching, to be honest with you. Haven't felt like this for a long time. But that's what happens sometimes. I honestly think he is going to live. There wasn't enough blood, even in the 200 and so yards that we were tracking blood down the game trails. There was no beds. He didn't stop once to bed down, so I'm pretty positive that he's going to live. I hope. I have enough cameras around as well that if the arrow's still in him and he passes by another one of my cameras, maybe I'll get that validation that he is still alive. But I might go back and just start walking some bush, maybe get lucky, but at this point, I think it's game over. I'm in a spot I call the hole, and it's along a little vehicle path that travels through a ravine, but the animals funnel through here all the time. And I have this one nice buck that's been coming here for the last couple weeks solid. He's got a scrape line that he follows in on. He gets here just after dark. He's pretty recognizable. He's got a big injury, a big ball kind of from his belly. And I'm hoping with the scent that I laid down today and rattling and grunting sequence that I can bring him in just a touch earlier and seal the deal on this 2025 whitetail season. Oh man, this buck, I think he's the one that has this abscess by his belly. He's been coming here just after dark, and I'm in a spot where he comes out quick, like I have 10 yards once I see him to shoot, and I saw the antlers, and I tried to open the camera and it didn't open as soon as I got it, and I had no choice. I wanted to get the shot on film, but I got my bow up, I got latched on, and I didn't even stop him. He was walking 22 yards away, and I hit him. I saw blood. Oh yeah. Oh man. 4:05. He's been coming out at 5:30 all the time. It's 4:05. I rattled and I grunted and I got him. I don't believe this. I don't believe this. I just got him. I just got him. Oh man. Okay. I'm gonna give it about 15 minutes here, 20 minutes. I have another hour before it's dark, so I got lots of time. I know this valley very, very well. After a lot of the bad luck that I've had this year, these feelings right now that I'm going through, even though I saw the shot, it's good. I saw blood right away, lots of it. I know it's a good shot, but in the back of my mind, does it not turn out? I'll know right away. I just remembered that on my way in here, this is a spot where I have a trail camera all the time, and on my way in I switched it to a 1-minute video just in case something did cross and I got a shot, that it would capture that shot. And I think it did. Looking at where that video camera is placed, looking at where the shot came through, I'm sure I got some of it on, and I'm glad because I couldn't get my camera open. I went to open the door of my camera and it didn't open first time, and I had no other choice. I had to get my bow up, I had to get my release latched on and take that shot, and I had 5 seconds to do so and I got it done. So I am hoping my trail camera picked up this shot. So I got blood and I got my arrow that is broken off. It's not a clean pass, but we got blood. Let's follow it. Holy shit, he's right here. He's right here. He's right here. Oh my god. Oh my god. It's the buck with the abscess. It's the buck with the abscess. I got him. I'm following the blood trail and I see a whole bunch of blood, and he's piled up right here. Right here. Oh man, he's a beauty. Well, this one I'll call redemption. This fella here I've had on camera this year, and he's been very easily recognizable by this abscess that he has on his midsection, and he's a good buck. He's a 5x5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And he's been around quite often this rut, and always after dark. So I used a little bit of estrus scent, I used rattling, I used grunting, and I wasn't in my spot for more than an hour and he came in. So after all the hardships that I have had this year, I am thankful to get my hands on such a great whitetail buck, and with the bow, man, that makes it special for me as well. So once again, I have to offer my thanks to many people. First and foremost, to my spouse, Shanez, who has patience like I can never imagine. and put up with me through these seasons that sends me on highs and lows. It's difficult for me. I can't imagine what it's like being in a relationship with me during hunting season.
Thank you to the friends that I've shared the woods with this fall. You have provided me support and encouragement, but most of all, friendship and memories that I will cherish forever. Thank you to the generous landowners who have become great friends that share their piece of heaven with me and allows me to find my escape within their land. And as I reflect on myself this past season, I am reminded that I am blessed with the opportunity. I am thankful for the harvest. And I am proud of my accomplishment.